Good morning, everyone. Primary 3 Math, second term 2021. Chapter 3, Lesson 86. Now, in this lesson, we will solve the proper fraction story problems as sets. How many required and how many left in these sets. We will differentiate between proper fractions and unit fractions by models, and we will solve various problems on it. Now let's go to our lesson keywords. We will talk about proper fractions, set models, left items, all items, and fractions story problem. Now let's go to our tools. We will need booklet, pencil, ruler, and notebook. Our engaged time. Now we will know all things about unit fractions and proper fractions. Then, can you share your knowledge with your colleagues and solve story problems on it about proper fractions and unit fractions? Let's go. Here we will explore and explain by watching this video about how to solve fraction story problems, then back to Word by scanning this code. Let's go to solve some exercises about this lesson. We will notice, draw your own model, then solve. First of all, you must read this exercise very carefully, then answer as he asked it for. Nadia ate 3/8 of pizza. Okay, we have here 3/8. How many equal parts? 8 equal parts. And how many fraction is eaten? Yes, 3/8. Draw your own model of representing the number of pieces Nadia ate out of all. Nadia ate out of all. Then answer. First of all, before we read these exercises, we just draw our model like this. If we draw this pizza as a circle and we divide it, how many equal parts? Yes, look at this denominator, it will be 8 equal parts as we learned it before in the previous lesson. Like this. Then after we draw this circle and divide it in 8 equal parts, then I will show how many parts out of all she ate. How many parts? Yes, look at the numerator. Numerator you have here 3. Then we will add 3 parts. Now we will answer our exercises here. Number 1, number of eaten pieces. How many eaten pieces? 1, 2, 3. Our numerator, it will be 3 pieces. And number of left pieces don't eat yet. Yes, it will be how many? Count from your model. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be 5 pieces left. Okay, not eaten yet. Okay, here, number of all pieces. All pieces, we look at the denominator. Here, how many? Yes, 8 equal pieces. All of them are 8 equal pieces. It will be 8. What fraction is shaded, eaten? What fraction? Can you represent this shaded part out of all? It will be all how many? 8. Then right in denominator will be 8. And shaded part, which is eaten, it will be 3. Write it in numerator. It will be 3/8. 3/8. Number 4. What fraction is not shaded? Not shaded, yani left, not eaten yet. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts in numerator and all parts will be 8 in denominator. We will write first our denominator, which is 8, and not eaten parts, which is yes, 5. It will be 5/8. 5/8. Not eaten yet or left. Now, what fraction is in whole? In whole means all fractions, all parts. How many all parts? It will be 8 in denominator. And how many all parts? It will be 8 in numerator too. This fraction is called 8/8. It will be, yes, equals 1. 1 whole or whole 1. Good job. Now let's go to an exercise. Here we have set of animals. In the zoo, there are 9 animals. The set of all animals are 9 animals. Draw your own model of representing the set of each type of animal out of the set of all animals, one by one. We will first draw our own model, like fraction strip as a model. If we draw a fraction strip divided into how many parts? Yes, 9 animals mean 9 parts. It will be like this, 9 parts. Now we will go to shade each part separately. Here we have how many elephants? 3. Then we color 3 parts like this by blue. And how many giraffe here? It will be 2. We will color on the same strip 2 parts like this. And how many lines here? On the same fraction strip, it will be 4 lines, and we will color brown like it. Okay, then we have 3 elephants, 2 giraffes, and 4 lines on the same fraction strip. Now let's go to complete these exercises. Number 1, number of elements in the set of elephants. How many elephants here? Yes, 3. It will be 3 only. How many elements in the set of lines? How many here? 4. Excellent job. How many elements there in the set of giraffes? How many? Yes, 2. Excellent. Now let's go to present these numbers or these sets in fraction as a fraction out of all. Now, fraction of the set of elephants out of all elephants. How many? 3. And all will be 9 animals. And write down here 9 in denominator. And how many elephants there? It will be 3 in numerator. It will be 3 nines, which represents the fraction of elephants in this set. Okay, now let's go to fraction of set of lines out of all. All will be 9 in denominator. First, begin with denominator, which is all, 9. And the lines, how many lines here? 4. Then it will be 4 out of 9. It will be 4 in numerator, and it will be called, yes, 4 nines. The fraction of lines, it will be 4 nines. Okay, now let's go to fraction of the set of giraffes. How out of all? All will be 9 in denominator. And how many giraffes here? Yes, it will be 2. 2 giraffes out of all. 2 yellow out of 9. It will be 2 in numerator. It will be 2 nines. 2 nines. Good job. In this exercise, we have a huge aquarium, dolphins, and swordfish. Okay, first of all, we need to present these sets into a model. Okay, if you use this rectangle as a model and you divide it into how many parts? Here we have how many dolphins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many swordfish? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then all of them will be 10. Then we will divide this fraction or this rectangle into 10 equal parts like this. Now we will color the first part, which is 6 parts, by blue, which represents the dolphins, and the rest of this rectangle will be shaded in green, which represents the swordfish. Now let's go to solve this exercise. Number 1, the fraction of the set of the dolphins out of all. All will be, yes, 10. So write down in the denominator will be 10. And how many dolphins? Will be 6. Will be 6 in numerator. That will be 6 tenths. 6 tenths. Now, number 2, the fraction of the set of swordfish out of all. Out of all swordfish. How many? 4 swordfish, and all will be 10. Then in denominator will be 10, and swordfish will be 4. From this fraction strip or this rectangle will be 4 tenths. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Good job. Now let's go to this aquarium too. It will be, we have here shark and a whale. This shark and this whale, we want to represent them by a model. We will use, yes, triangle as a model. If we distribute this triangle into how many parts we have here? Just one shark and just one whale. It will be how many parts? Yes, 2 parts. Yes, I will divide it into equal parts and color the first part which represents the shark will yes, by red, and the second part will be, yes, shaded in gray. This model represents this aquarium. In the first fraction of the set of the shark out of all, shark colored in, yes, red, out of all, which is 2 parts. It will be 2 in denominator. And how many colored part in red? It will be 1. It will be half. The fraction represents the short will be half. Okay, now let's go to represent the fraction of the set of well out of all. This one, okay, represents the gray part out of all, which is 2 parts. We will write down in the denominator 2, and the well will be 1. 1 out of 2. 1 well out of 2 fish in this aquarium. It will be half. Half. Okay, thanks. Now let's go to our evaluation of this type of exercises. First of all, press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Here we have in a huge aquarium, we have some kind of fish like octopus and turtles. How many all? Yes, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of them are 8. Then we draw our model, which is fraction strip divided into 8 equal parts. Now we are going to color first our turtles. Turtles, how many turtles here? Yes, 5 turtles. Then we will use our green color, which represents that fraction of turtles. Now here we have how many octopus? 1, 2, 3. Then we will color the rest of this fraction strip by orange, which represents the octopus. Okay, now let's go to solve these exercises. The fraction of the set of turtles out of all are 8. Write down in the denominator 8. And turtles, how many turtles here? Yes, 5. Then write the number of turtles 5 in the denominator, which is called 5 eighths. 5 each, which represents the number of turtles, the fraction of turtles in this animals or this aquarium. Okay, now let's go to the fraction of the set of octopus out of all. Here all is 8. Then write that 8 in the denominator. Now let's go to the number of octopus. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go to write the number of octopus in the numerator, which represents the fraction of octopus in this set, which is called 3 eighths. Now we have 3 eighths here and 5 eighths here. Good job. Awesome. Here we have a new type of exercises, which is draw your own objects according to the fraction. First one, we have a third of an object in red and 2/3 of an object in blue. Here we have thirds. We have an hint here, thirds, because our denominator here is 3. Then we will draw our object and divide it into 3 equal parts, like this. Then, third of this shape will be colored in red. How many parts I will color? Yes, the numerator is 1 in color, in red. Okay, and second fraction is 2/3. I will color 2 or 3. Yes, the numerator, which is 2. I will color 2 parts of 3. Yes, in blue, like this. Okay, next one, 2/5 of objects in orange and 3/5 of objects in yellow. Here we have the denominator is 5, which is 5/6. Now we will draw our model and divide it into, yes, 5 equal parts, like this. Okay, then I will color how many in orange? 2 or 5? Yes, we look at the numerator. Numerator is 2. Then we color 2 parts only out of 5, 2 parts only in orange, like this. And the rest of this fraction 3/5 in yellow. Then we will call 3 or 5, 3. We will color 3 parts out of 5 in yellow. Yes, good job. Now let's evaluate this type of exercises. Here we have number 3 and number 4. First of all, press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Okay, number 3. Here we have 4 6s and 2 6s. Our denominator here is 6 and 6. Then we will draw, yes, a fraction strip or a model which divided into how many parts? Yes, 6 parts, 6 equal parts, like this. Now we will color how many in brown? We call here 4 6s. The numerator or the denominator? Yes, the numerator. Well, 4. 4 in brown. 4 parts out of 6 in brown. And how many in green? It will be 2 out of 6 in green, like this. Good job. Now let's go to the next one. Force of an object in white and 3 forces of objects in black. Here we have in denominator we have 4 and 4, which is forces. Then we will draw an object, and model, and color it, divide it into 4 equal parts like this. Okay, then color how many in white? Just 1 part, which is the numerator of force. It will be force. Okay, 1 part out of 4 in white. And how many in black? It will be 3 forces. How many parts here? 3. Then I will color 3 parts in black. Good job. Now let's go to a new type of these exercises, story problems. First of all, we must read it carefully. Okay? In a hot day, 4 children wanted some fresh drinks. 3 children wanted orange juice. And 1 child wanted lemon juice. Before we continue reading, we need to represent these fractions. First of all, how many children here? Yes, 4. Then draw your model into 4 equal parts. Yes, like this. And then color each type into a color. 3 children wanted orange juice. Then we color just 3 parts into orange, like this. And 1 child wanted lemon juice. Then we color just 1 part out of 4 into green, which represents lemon juice. Now let's continue our reading. Write the fraction which represents the child who wanted lemon juice. Which fraction represents lemon juice? 3 forces or 1 force? Yes. Then what? Let's go and write down. Fraction of child want lemon juice will be, yes, excellent work, 1 fourth. 4 in denominator, which represents the whole number of children, and 1 which represents the number of children which wanted lemon juice. Good job. Another exercise. Here we have a story problem. A teacher asked his pupils to bring 10 pens for his math corner. First of all, before we continue reading, just represent a model with 10 equal parts, which is 10 pens. Now, let's go to continue. Amr brought 1 pen. Kenzie brought 2 pens. Ahmed brought 3 pens. Stop here and go to our model to present this number of pens. Amr, in red, it will be 1, just 1 out of 10. Kenzie will be 2, we will color 2 in green out of 10. And Ahmed brings 3, yes, 3 out of 10. Okay, then continue reading. Write the fraction which represents the broad pens. The broad pens only. How many here? Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which are colored. 6 pens. Now let's go to write down here. Fraction of broad pens will be how many out of all? All are 10. And the broad pens are, yes, 6. It will be 6 pencils. Good job. Now let's go to evaluate our understanding of this type of questions. First, read carefully, press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Here we have, there are 9 bananas on a plate. Stop here. There are 9 bananas. Then, first of all, we will draw our model, which is divided into 9 equal parts, like this. Then, color all of this model into yellow, like this. Let's continue reading. Ali ate 3 bananas. Then shed 3 parts, like this. Fatma ate 4 bananas. Let's go to shed 4 another. Yes, bananas like this. And at last, Farah ate 2 bananas. Let's go to shed 2 bananas. Now, what is the question here? Write the fraction which represents the left bananas on the plate. Here we have. Did you notice any left bananas here? No. Then go and write down fraction of left bananas will be, yes, 0. 0, how many? 0 nines. Okay, 9, all 9, which is in denominator, and 0 in numerator. Good job. Let's go to do more exercises on these story problems. Now we have Sarah had 4 toys. If she gave her sister 4 of them. Before we continue, just draw your model which represent 4 toys. Draw a model and divide it into 4 equal parts like this. Then color all, yes, all parts because we have already 4 toys. Now we color all parts. Now, if she gave her sister 4 of them, 4 means what? Yes, 1 over 4. 1 part out of 4. Let's write it down it, 1/4 and shade it. Now, let's continue our questions. What is the fraction of left toys? What is the fraction of left toys with Sarah? Now let's go count. 1, 2, 3. 3 fourths. 3 toys out of 4. Then it will be fraction of left toys. Yes, 3 fourths. Good job. Now let's go to evaluate these exercises. Read carefully. First, press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Here we have a grocer had 7 pineapples. Before you continue reading, yes, draw your model. Draw a shape divided into 7 equal parts. And we have already 7 pineapples, then we will color all of them in yellow, green, as you know. Okay, now let's go to continue reading. If he sold 3/7 of them, 3/7 means, yes, 3 over 7, 3 out of 7. 3 in numerator, 7 in denominator. Now let's go to dash 3/7, 3 parts out of 7, like this. Now, what is the fraction of the left pineapples? What is the fraction of the left ones? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pineapples out of 7. Good job. Now let's go to right. Fraction of left will be, yes, 4/7. Good job. Excellent work. Now let's go to get our closure about this lesson. Here we have fraction story problems. We have proper fractions in our story problems and unit fractions and representative fractions, anyone, proper or unit fractions on, yes, on your own model. Now, what did you notice every time? Every time we did what? In our models, in our solving, what is left, what is remain, as you know. Okay. Now let's go to know our keywords of the next lesson, which is 87. Our keywords here: proper fractions, different models, equal proper fractions, comparing proper fractions of the same numerator. Test your hypothesis. Okay, thanks, goodbye.